When we picture the upper class today, we often imagine exclusive country clubs. Maybe they drive expensive luxury cars, they might take wild ski vacations abroad. Some even keep multiple therapists on retainer. The reality is quite different, though. You actually need less wealth than expected. Reaching that top tier is entirely possible. Today, we will break down wealth classes. We will use the latest 2026 data. We will look closely at net worth. The government divides this into 5 groups. Each group holds 20% of people. Let us start with the bottom tier. This lowest group holds the least wealth. Their median net worth sits near $8,000. That figure places them in the poverty class. Having $8,000 does not mean cash. Net worth measures your complete financial picture. It takes everything you own right now, then it subtracts everything you currently owe. Let us look at a quick example. Imagine having $20,000 in checking. You hold $30,000 in retirement funds. You also own a $600,000 home. Your total assets equals $650,000. Now we must subtract your massive debts. You owe $400,000 for the mortgage. You have $50,000 in student loans. Your total liabilities equal $450,000. Your actual net worth is $200,000. Net worth truly reveals your financial health. A high salary means nothing if spent. Heavy spenders have zero wealth to show. Net worth proves your actual financial discipline. It measures your true money management skills. This makes it the ultimate wealth indicator. Let us jump back to the lowest group. Their average yearly income stays incredibly low. They usually earn around $30,000. The 2026 poverty line sits near $40,000. Earning below this officially means facing poverty. These individuals almost certainly live paycheck to paycheck. Making ends meet is a daily struggle. Debt traps keep them locked in poverty. Escaping this vicious cycle feels practically impossible. Workers here often hold minimum wage jobs. Many have never even finished high school. This bottom tier also includes young adults. Fresh 18-year-olds enter this group automatically. They simply have not earned money yet. Finding yourself here is nothing to fear. We will discuss breaking these class barriers. Good frameworks can help you escape poverty. Financial strategies will help you climb higher. The next level up brings slightly more hope. Moving up the ladder brings us to the next 20% of the population, landing roughly in the 20th to 40th percentiles. Recent data shows their median net worth hovering around $60,000, which officially marks the beginning of the middle class structure. Financial experts frequently refer to this specific demographic as the lower middle class. Households in this bracket typically pull in an average income of roughly $55,000 annually. This figure sits noticeably below the current 2026 national median income of roughly $78,000 a year. Demographically, this segment consists heavily of recent college graduates and essential blue-collar workers, like factory employees or agricultural laborers. It also includes many recent immigrants working incredibly hard to establish a solid financial foundation in a brand new environment. Looking closely at defining traits, the government has historically outlined specific financial markers that indicate middle-class status. A major federal initiative identified 6 core financial aspirations that separate this group from the poverty tier. These essential goals start with owning a home and successfully maintaining a personal vehicle. Securing a college education and building a reliable retirement safety net are also crucial pillars. Rounding out the list involves holding comprehensive health coverage and, significantly, possessing the ability to take an annual family vacation. That final milestone of taking a family vacation is a truly fascinating indicator of economic progress. It perfectly illustrates that the middle class is no longer strictly surviving or focusing purely on basic human necessities. Achieving this milestone proves these households finally have noticeable discretionary income sitting in their bank accounts. They are gaining the power to actively choose how they distribute their hard-earned money. This transition marks the exact moment people start making financial decisions driven by personal desires rather than sheer survival needs. However, this newfound freedom is exactly where the classic financial stereotypes begin to emerge. You likely know someone funneling massive chunks of their paycheck into an overpriced luxury car lease, or maintaining an out-of-control online shopping habit. They might be constantly ordering expensive delivery meals or buying random trendy collectibles every single weekend. You know their salary is respectable, but definitely not extravagant. Yet their cash vanishes rapidly. This aggressive spending behavior is a massive red flag indicating they are stuck firmly in the lower middle class. Instead of investing that extra capital for long-term growth, they burn their discretionary funds on fleeting comforts. Escaping this specific bracket requires drastically improving daily financial habits and finding ways to boost overall income. Capturing that extra income and actively investing the difference becomes the ultimate key to true wealth expansion. Building lasting wealth demands a relentless focus on saving a larger percentage of your take-home pay to let the market multiply it over time. The core principle of building wealth always remains exactly the same. You must aim to save a larger portion of your take-home pay, allowing you to aggressively invest and grow it over time. This brings us right to the next quintile, which I simply call the true middle class. You are sitting exactly in the dead center of the American population distribution. To qualify for this middle tier in 2026, your median net worth needs to be around $120,000. Your household income will also mirror the national median, landing somewhere near $80,000 a year. This group is usually a fascinating mix of specialized blue-collar workers and professionals in the early stages of their white-collar careers. Think of registered nurses, experienced truck drivers, office managers, and regional sales representatives. Now, having over $100,000 to your name is absolutely nothing to ignore. The main reason individuals in this bracket have accumulated this wealth comes down to two specific factors. They have either mastered the discipline of saving and investing consistently, or they simply have the advantage of time on their side. Most people reaching this specific financial milestone are already in their late 30s or early 40s. If you happen to be younger, making a great salary of over $80,000 a year and wondering why you have not hit that six-figure wealth mark yet, the answer is usually just patience. You simply haven't been in the investing game long enough. The beautiful truth is that even with a modest income, you can build massive wealth if you maintain a long time horizon. We have seen this proven time and time again. It is rarely about how much money you actually make, but rather how much you are consistently able to invest. There is a legendary true story about a humble janitor named Ronald Read, who absolutely amazed the financial world. By the time he passed away at age 92, he had quietly amassed a net worth of over $8 million. He lived incredibly frugally, spent money only when absolutely necessary, and famously chopped his own firewood well into his 90s. He took his modest janitorial savings and steadily poured them into blue-chip dividend stocks, letting the unstoppable power of compounding do the heavy lifting. While his story is an extreme example, it proves a universal point about money. Even if you manage to save just $150 a month from age 25 to 65, assuming an average market return, you will secure a net worth of over $450,000 by retirement. That specific level of disciplined savings will easily push you into our next major category, the upper middle class. In today's economy, the median net worth for this demographic sits comfortably around $225,000. Hitting this mark officially places you in the top 40% of households across the nation. The typical annual income at this stage ranges anywhere from $120,000 to $160,000. However, the data reveals a very comforting reality for everyday workers. Even if your salary never quite reaches that six-figure threshold, you can still easily claim upper middle class status through consistent investing, especially as you approach your mid-50s. In fact, for a 55-year-old in this exact bracket, that median net worth jumps up to nearly $260,000. So, beyond just older individuals with mature portfolios, who exactly makes up this wealthy group? To answer that question, we need to look at specific career paths. The upper middle class is largely defined by white-collar professionals who hold advanced degrees or possess highly specialized skills. We are talking about experienced accountants, senior engineers, lead architects, and clinical psychologists. These professions naturally fit right into this elevated wealth bracket. However, high income is just one defining characteristic here. This group also holds very different lifestyle values compared to the lower middle class. For instance, they place a massive emphasis on securing premium education for their children. They absolutely love international travel and actively strive to be culturally immersed. Most of them still work traditional corporate schedules, they generally own their homes, and they hold diverse investments like real estate. Yet, despite this elevated status, they are not automatically financially free. In fact, recent data shows that nearly 50% of individuals earning well over $100,000 still report living paycheck to paycheck. This perfectly illustrates that earning a high salary does not automatically mean you actually know how to manage it. That sobering reality wraps up the middle class spectrum, which houses roughly 60% of the American population. But if you are watching this from a Western nation, we really need to step back and look at the broader global perspective. When you examine global wealth statistics, the numbers are truly humbling. Globally, earning less than $2 a day places someone in the bottom 20% of the world. Earning between $2 and $10 daily puts you in the global lower middle income bracket. The true global middle income sits between $10 and $20 a day, while upper middle is $20 to $50. If you simply earn more than $50 a single day, you officially rank in the top 20% of high income earners on the entire planet. Sometimes, we completely forget how incredibly fortunate our starting positions are. Yes, striving to earn more is always a great goal. But when we look at the reality of the global economy, we must realize that we already possess quite a lot of wealth compared to the rest of the world. Looking at the big picture, our entire human species is actually growing progressively wealthier as the decades roll by. The brilliant thinker Naval Ravikant has a remarkably powerful perspective on this exact concept. The underlying reality is that everyone has the potential to become rich, and we can clearly see this by looking at modern living standards. In the first world today, the average person is fundamentally wealthier than almost anyone who was alive just 200 years ago. Think about it for a second. 2 centuries ago, nobody had access to basic antibiotics. Nobody had cars, nobody had electrical grids, and absolutely nobody was carrying a smartphone in their pocket. These modern inventions have dramatically enriched us as a species. Personally, I would much rather be a lower income citizen in a modern developed nation than be a wealthy aristocrat or even King Louis XIV in historic France. The sheer amount of wealth creation and technological advancement makes life today infinitely better. Now, let us finally climb into the absolute highest tier of the wealth ladder. If you land in the top 20% of the United States population, your median net worth sits at roughly $750,000 in today's 2026 economy. Holding that specific net worth officially crowns you as upper class. While past studies showed median household incomes for this elite group hovering around $200,000, modern inflation adjustments push that figure closer to $260,000 a year today. Geographically, a massive share of these upper-class individuals cluster around the East Coast in financial hubs like New York and Boston. You will also find a massive concentration of them on the West Coast, specifically within the booming tech corridors of California. Historically, the area holding the absolute highest density of upper-class wealth has been the Silicon Valley region. This is largely driven by the sheer volume of tech professionals earning astronomical equity-based compensation packages. However, the upper class is not strictly reserved for Silicon Valley tech founders or software engineers. There are countless high-earning career paths that have absolutely nothing to do with the technology sector. Think about the seasoned cardiologists, specialized psychiatrists, high-level dental surgeons, or veteran marketing directors. You also see senior executives in the finance sector and corporate attorneys reaching these heights consistently. What is truly inspiring here at Kyle Invests is that most people can actually reach this top 20% simply through disciplined saving and aggressive investing habits. To hit these 2026 targets, you need to be more intentional than previous generations. If you can manage to save and invest roughly $400 every month from age 25 to 65, you are looking at a multi-million-dollar nest egg. While $400 a month is double what was required a decade ago, it remains an attainable goal for those who prioritize their long-term freedom over short-term luxury. This specific level of commitment is what separates those who dream of wealth from those who actually manifest it. Individuals in this elite quintile have moved far beyond the stress of basic survival. They have their primary needs and the vast majority of their wants fully covered. Their primary financial focus shifts toward generating sustainable passive income and securing a high-quality lifestyle for their entire lives. They are also deeply invested in providing the best possible education for their children to maintain that family legacy and status. While a higher income certainly correlates with high net worth, it is rarely the only engine driving the wealth machine. When you analyze the upper class in 2026, you see massive amounts of capital tucked away in tax-advantaged retirement accounts and brokerage funds. They also benefit significantly from the massive equity built up in their primary residences and diverse portfolios of stocks and mutual funds. They understand that wealth is not just what you earn, but what you keep and how hard that money works for you while you sleep. This shift from labor-based income to asset-based wealth is the hallmark of the upper class. The composition of wealth by asset type in 2026 largely mirrors these strategic investment patterns. This is not about having mountains of cash sitting in a bank account, gathering dust while inflation eats it away. It is about strategic asset allocation across the entire economic landscape. The data clearly illustrates that the true path to lasting wealth is rarely found through a high salary alone. It requires consistent participation in the markets and the ownership of productive, appreciating assets. My goal with this entire breakdown is to show you exactly where the goalposts are standing in today's economy. Whether you are currently in the poverty tier, the middle class, or the upper middle class, the roadmap to the next level is always paved with the same discipline. You must look past the luxury cars and the expensive vacations to see the underlying assets that actually fuel that lifestyle. Real wealth is quiet, it is compounding, and it is accessible to anyone willing to play the long game with their finances. I truly hope this deep dive into the 2026 wealth classes provides the clarity and motivation you need for your own financial journey. Understanding exactly where you stand today is the first essential step toward moving where you want to be tomorrow. Wealth is not a fixed destination or a stroke of luck, but a series of small, smart habits practiced over many decades. As Kyle, my mission is to help you navigate these numbers so you can build the life you deserve. If you feel comfortable sharing, I would love to hear which wealth bracket you are currently working in or which one you have your sights set on next. Let us start a meaningful conversation in the comments below about your specific strategies for climbing the ladder. Remember that the power of compounding is the greatest financial tool you will ever possess, so make sure you start utilizing it today. Stay smart with your money. Thanks for watching. See you in the comments.